What's going on? It's Grixon. I know I said this in the last video, but it actually has been a while since I've uploaded. I think this is the longest stretch of time without an upload I've done. So, this is a 21 SD. And yeah, this is a double key actually. We do really good. So I'm going to do a triple pull here. Because I'm the only one who can do an urn, I'm the only Venthyr. Normally I would just triple pull and not worry about the urn, but I actually have to open it here first. I mean, you probably don't have to, but I'm playing kind of safe. Death and Decay, get those away from me so they don't auto attack me too much. Grab that guy and then just round everything up. So once everything's close, I'm going to Swarming Mist, bring him back. So something I could have changed is this camera angle is whack. Alright, like this camera angle sucks. So that could have been better. And I don't have aggro on that Huntsmaster right now. I think I grabbed him right there. I may have taunted him. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's looking good. It's just you got to watch out for the echoing thrusts and then move back in. That's pretty much what you got to do there. And that's it. Echoing thrust, move back in. Yep. All solid stuff when this thing's dead. Now, I've picked up a few tricks from watching Kyrasis, actually. That was like a Kyrasis kind of trick there. And I encourage you to be engineering and get nitro boosts. It is a Wrath of the Lich King engineering tinker. It goes on your belt. So every 3 minutes, you get a 170% movement speed for 8 seconds. And it's, as a blood decay, we're really slow. It is amazing. You can set up so many good pulls this way. You can kite really quickly. There's so many applications here. Notice we're at 10 stacks to earn. That's 50% damage increase. So damage is going to be great here. So while we have earn, it is paramount that you are trying to pull quick, pull quick, pull quick. I see 24 seconds. I'm trying to get him here so we can all just do damage quick. I probably could have just pulled him in the room and had everybody come in. Probably would have gotten more damage out of it. But damage is, I mean, with the 50% increase, yeah, we had metamorphosis going on because of it. But yeah, those urns are the biggest value you're going to get out of this dungeon. If you can handle the urns very well, so if you get a big urn, you want to pull bigger than you normally would because 50% damage is huge. See, here's rocket boots. Here's the nitro boosts right there. Wow. And we're into the next pull. I noticed that only a few things. So I'm like, hey, where's the others? Yeah, you just gotta look up, grab them in. So one little nitpicky mistake I made there is I did my Dancing Rune weapon. So if you need to use Dancing Rune weapon with the Crimson Rune weapon legendary to get bone stacks, that's absolutely fine. But to get the most value out of your Dancing Rune weapon, you want everything to be gathered first to get the full benefit of that parry chance. So it was a little bit of misplay. My bone stacks were fine. I could have grabbed that stuff in first with the Swarming Mist and everything and been fine, then turned it on. I should have waited. You know, it's a nitpick. It's not a big deal, but these are things that can separate you from a big key. It's just nitpick stuff like that. See, I danced around weapon and start trying to blood boil because he grabbed threat pretty quick. I mean, if you look at the meters, he bursted really high, so he grabbed threat before I had everything established. That's why Swarming Mist is so nice, because it really helps you get that AoE threat. Not to mention, I actually start to use a lot of the runic power. On pull, you kind of take some hits. I mean, this is not fortified, so it's not that bad. But the bursting does matter. So I'm looking at my healer's mana. His mana is great. You know, people are a little hurt, but it's nothing crazy. So I ask Archie, hey, can I just get right into the pull? He's like, yeah, dude, do it. So for this fight, I like to get in this little crypt area. So when you get headbutted, you just get pushed right into the wall. You don't actually get bounced back. So he's going to headbutt, he's going to Hungering Drain, and then a lot of times he goes right into a Juggernaut Rush like that. So you go through this, and you get back in your little spot. He's going to headbutt you one more time, and then he's going to get into Severing Smash usually. I don't know if he ever gets away from that. Oh, another Hungering. Then it's that. Severing. I use Anti-Magic Shield here usually for those soaks. And then I put AMZ down for anybody else who wants to be in it. I used to try and put it down on the ranged, but it just, I don't know. It takes processing power I don't have, and they don't always end up stacking. So it's like, just put it on me, and if anyone wants to get in it, cool. Sometimes you gotta be a little selfish, I guess. Vicious Headbutt. Another pro tip: if you can do Dancing Rune Weapon when you know a Vicious Headbutt's about to happen, very high chance you're going to parry it and just take no damage at all. Another nitpicky thing there is I went off to the side, I took a knockback, soaked it, and then did my Death Advance. When he's gonna do Severing Smash, you can Death Advance and like not get knocked back. So you can stay really close to the boss and soak your orb right away. He's gonna immune it with Nether Walk. That's good, we like that. It's a lot of less damage for the whole team. So I'm not doing a great job staying up on my little spot. Oh, I parried that one just by chance. That was just a chance parry. That's nice. We like that. Okay. So good. Okay, that one wasn't too bad, but I'm in this little crypt. I need to be off to the side just a touch more. It just helps. But I get to see better right there. That's probably why I was doing it. And now I'm like thinking about it. That's probably why I did it. Okay, so he's gonna die, and I'm just gonna round up. Do I even use boots here? I don't think I do. No. Grip him in. I think I'm even gonna Gore Fiends these together after the stun. Yep. Interrupts. Yep. Just interrupting as much as we can. Use Gore Fiends as an interrupt. Use it to like interrupt all of them. AMZ is back up, so we're going to use it here. If you can get all the Curse of Suppression, that's great, but the AMZ will help with the Racking Soul. It's not tyrannical, so it's not the end of the world. I mean, it is tyrannical. It's not fortified, so it's not the end of the world, but it's a good skill to get in the habit of doing. A lot of times I like to pull this guy in. My reasoning for this, of pulling him into this room, and this probably won't matter in 9.2, but in 9.1, having the LT off to the right, in pug situations, people backpedal into it. It happens so often. So I don't know. I just play it safe now, and I just don't do it. I don't think it saves you that much time. I try and save my Blood Boils here and my Swarming Mist for when the shackles are out, so I get extra benefit from Hemostasis. Get that 5 stack going on for a bigger Death Strike. So as long as I use one during it, it's good. Bloop, 5 stacks. Now I've got it for a good Death Strike. And there it is. It wasn't a great one, but it was something. This guy makes it so you take increased physical damage while he's alive, so be prepared for some spike damage. He doesn't look like that big of a deal, but that extra physical he makes you take. If you chain him with other things, it can get you quicker than you think. Nitro boosts. Going hard. So again, another bad camera angle from me, but I'm trying to bring him over to this side so you can some people don't know this. You can the Overseer, his chains, you can line of sight it. So if you're melee, you can actually run around that corner right now, the dread bindings. You can run around there and miss it. Of course, as a blood decay, we're awesome, and we can just AMS it, and we don't care. But even if I didn't have AMS, it's tyrannical. I can't be bothered to run out. I'll just eat it and death strike it. Why? Why bother? So, because I'm the one using the urn here, a little bit of a misplay coming up. So if you want to do this urn, you want all 3 of these to die in the urn. And then you grab the pack on the left, top left. That'll make perfect 10 count. If you kill these and they all get sucked into the urn, and then also the casters top left, I tried to line of sight that. I was just a touch off, so it's like, you know what, whatever, I'll just stay in and heal it. So here, the suppressor dies. Oh, how close is it? How close is it? He dies like a second. Oh man. So we're gonna get 9 stacks, not 10, unfortunately. I'm gonna throw a couple blood boils. I would have liked to nitro boost this, or the priest could have life gripped me. That would have been nice too. So they're pretty much here. We're fine. We're just gonna gore fiends it. Just be a bouse. Give AMZ. AMZ is great here. So just kicking the corruptions, the suppressions, I mean. That's all you need to do. Just make sure all this dies in it. And 7, 8. Yeah, it's 9. So if I would have gotten that one in, we would have had perfect 10. Because we're doing 45% increased damage, I am going to balls to the wall here. I kind of fumble with it because I'm not a good player, but pull it all. Pull the next pack in too. Get them in there. People are doing 50% increased damage. And if you look, people have cooldowns. Meta is up. Demonic Tyrant's up. They should be used. He should be meta right now. He should be meta while you have pot still. But you have it for 46 seconds. Like, yeah, there it goes. There it goes. Everybody use their cooldowns here. Yeah. Yeah. Do it. That's great. Because they have so much increased damage, you want to use your cooldowns right here. So if you're a DPS and you know your tank is going to do this, don't use all your cooldowns. You know, like the juicy urn padding of those casters, don't use your cooldowns there, because if he's a good tank, he's going to see who has their cooldowns. He's going to see the 45% increase, 50% increased damage. Everybody uses their cooldowns right here. Great value. We even get a few seconds of the LT with it too. Not much though, but some. Yeah, it wasn't much. But that's using value. That is using the urns to the best of your abilities. If you get a good urn right there, double pull it. It will be sketchy on a fortified week, but it is doable. I have done it on fortified weeks just fine. But the issue is on fortified weeks, you need to use cooldowns on the bludgeoning bashes or whatever they're called, the big melee hit from the mini boss guy, the big guy. Those need to be, you need to use some kind of cooldown with it, and you just need to just death strike your life. Other than that, like the curses of suppressions and the dread bindings are a really big deal on fortified week for that. So here, I'm going to get some aggro, I'm going to get some threat, I'm going to focus kick this guy so we don't get any buttholery going on. And we're going to bring them to the urn. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to wait until the low, and I really want to death strike that guy, and unfortunately it's 9 seconds. Now because we want these guys, we want the patrol coming around, and we want the next pack as well. We want all this. So I'm going to open this now. I would like to open it a little bit later. But I'm the only one doing urn and tanking. So, you know, I got to do it when I am safe, pretty much. Which means it's not going to be perfect. If we had another event here, we could have made this real special. So the important thing with these urns is just not to die. Because then you're going to lose all that buff. So we want this patrol to come in. Like I said, it was a little early. So unfortunately, we don't get all of the patrol. We get most of it, but not all of it. And when something dies in it, it refreshes stacks. Like it refreshes the time. We have like a minute left on it or less. Now watch when this stuff just gets blown up. People going hard. Fury's going to go down real fast. And 50 seconds left. Over a minute again. A minute plus. Like it's great. You can refresh stacks like that. So we're only at 7, but that's not a problem because the urn did close. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get threat on this patrol, this little cage, get them swarming mist. So this is fine. We're gonna take all this. We're gonna go right to that urn. And guess what? You're gonna be at 10 stacks and you're gonna be refreshing it. And you're gonna use that into the boss too. It would have been great if that statue was alive. I was hoping it was. While everything is trying to get over here, don't kill that Fury. Don't kill that Fury. Don't kill that Fury. Okay, you can kill it. Woo! Yeah, so this is great. Things are dying in it, refreshing our stacks, adding to the stacks. Make sure they die in the thing if you can. Obviously, bursting is an issue. So this guy casting, you can just interrupt him to bring him in. Like that. Like, yeah, you can just interrupt it. You don't have to grip it. You can interrupt him and he'll come in, but the scribe won't. The scribe will have to get gripped. So we've got 10 stacks. We're great. So because of that, we're going to double pull this. I know the urn won't last long, so I'm just going to double pull it, not move around, throw everybody off. So Warden has to be kicked no matter what. He got that, so I'm going to get the stone skin. Now we got to worry about the Fury, but that's it. I mean, we'll cycle through again, but you know, the biggest problem is those barb shackles. My guess is Archie had that focus kick to make sure that it didn't go off at all. Okay. I put up an AMZ. If you didn't know, bursting is magical. It is shadow damage. So you can AMZ for people so they take less from it. I should have rocket boosted it. I should have rocket boosted that. I should have used my my nitro boosts. I'm losing aggro right there, even on the taunt, just because of how the burst of damage came in. We still have the boon. We still have 50% increased damage for 10 more seconds. Look how quickly this stuff dies. We're done. Get out of here. Still have boon. Look at that. 60%, 65% with the boon just finishing now. It is insane to have the boon plus bloodlust at the same time right there. It is absolute value when it comes to a tyrannical key. Also, if you didn't know, stunning that ad, he won't pulse damage when he's stunned. So asphyxiate, amazing there. If you have your trinket, try and use it then and then asphyxiate him. He won't AoE pulse damage when he's stunned. So next level tip. When he comes out, tab, taunt, asphyxiate. And asphyxiate. Boom. 4 seconds, he won't do any pulses. And people can just keep smacking him down. If you didn't know that, now you know, and it is amazing. I'm thinking of that meme, you know? The more you know. Yeah, goes great. So I always skip after the third boss. I just do it. That's just what I always do. I like to do the same route all the time, not switch it for tyrannical or whatever. So we need 75 to go down. We're at 7390, which means kill this gargoyle up here. We're done. The gargoyle changes. So some weeks you will actually be at perfect count before, like when the boss dies, you'll be at good count. Like that'll happen. But unfortunately this time we did have to go a little farther out of our way. It's fine though. Burst this guy down, no problems. Easy stuff. All right. Look at that time, dude. We're crushing the time right now. All right. So ideally in this situation, you want to pull, you want this to be 2 pulls. You don't want to do 3 pulls with this. So I grabbed this stuff, but I really want this guy patrolling. So I'm just going to come through here, grip him in, and then just bring him in. It's not ideal. You want to catch it when it's there with the other 2. But, I mean, do what you got to do. Okay, just trying to make sure I have 3 runes regenerating at a time if I can help it. You always want to have at least 3 runes on cooldown because only 3 runes can regenerate at a given time. So if you, it's optimal regeneration, so it translates into efficiency if you can always keep 3 runes on cooldown. Because if you only have 2 runes on cooldown, that's 1 extra that could have been going. So it's kind of like the balance of, you want to have 3 on cooldown, but you want to always kind of try and make sure you have at least 2 runes in the pocket, even if that's blood tap or if that's naturally, whatever. And you always want to have blood tap on cooldown at least 1. So that way that can be regenerating too, or else that's overall a loss. Why am I saying that when I'm not doing it right now? I don't know. I should be pressing it right now. There it is. There it is. I'm a little slow, but sometimes I get it. Okay. So I took longer in this part than I wanted to, waiting for the boss, because Archie wanted people to call out their mitigations, their immunities. But it's kind of a bug situation, so we just didn't. I was like, I gotta go. I don't want my bone shields to fall off. Okay, iron spikes. Have something for this. Vamp blood will usually do just fine. And you want to have 2 death strikes in the bank. The only time you'll actually be taking a lot of damage is during the death strikes. Or during the iron spikes. So you should be able to pool resources. So I'm calling AMZ for the next one of those. So people can take less damage and take less damage from the dot after the pulse. Alright, so iron spikes coming out. I'm going to also Dancing Rune Weapon for some parry chance. But you want to have 2 death strikes. And pretty much when it starts hitting, you need a death strike and then death strike again. Like, each global is a death strike when that's happening. So it's like 1, 2. Even on a 21 tyrannical, it's not going to kill you. As long as you can put something up with it, then it's good. Now, if you have to put a rune tap, okay. Don't do it naked. Have something for it. Ooh, ooh. So I have Vamp blood up again. We're gonna use it. We have 2 death strikes ready. 1. Oh, what happened? Why did I heal so much? Something healed me beforehand. Archie may have. I don't know. But generally, it's gonna be 1, 2. And you'll end up with like a fatty shield. A blood shield from it. Yeah, this is a fight where I really don't mind if you overcap runic power just to make sure you have enough runic power for the iron spikes. Like, it's far better to waste runic power in terms of overcapping on this fight than not have any for this. Like, I ended up death striking 3 times right there. I should be bringing up my ghoul. There it is. I was like, where's my ghoul at? Do I even Swarming Mist again? I don't know if I do. Like, this guy rarely auto-attacks you outside of iron spikes. Like, my bone shield stacks almost fell off at 10 stacks. This fight is a joke for you as a blood DK. I got up here so quick I didn't get the thing. Like, I clicked it, but it wasn't in my hand yet. Those were the rocket boots, or the nitro boosts. Keep in mind. Oh, also, before I say that, use the shield right here. Use it to knock out all of the traps. You won't take trap damage while it's out. So do that. Actually, you know what? That might not be true. You probably do take trap damage, but it's so negligible you won't even notice. And if you're going to eat traps, you're perfectly capable to as a blood decay. Just make sure you have a death strike ready for it. Okay, so my original thought. Nitro boost is great, but it does put your potion on a 1 minute cooldown. So it is tied to your potion, but it's only 1 minute. So if you nitro boost up there, you just need to know, like, look, my potion's not ready yet. 1 minute is not bad with that fight, but just be aware of it for other fights. If you use a potion, a healing potion, or some kind of DPS potion, you won't be able to nitro boost. Archie wanted a little bit of mana for this part, so it's a tyrannical week. I'm gonna go big here, and restoring mist. Drop the D&D, get the trinket going. Ladow. Get some blood boils out there. 24k blood boils, 26k blood boils with all these mobs. Doing 20 something k damage. How did that aggro get ripped off me? That's insane. That's a good link right there. That's a really good link. Because we have bursting going high. We need a mass dispel. Mass dispel, okay. We're just going to take 5 bursting with no mass dispel. He did it after it ended. The priest. That's unfortunate. If you're the only priest on a bursting week and you're not the healer, just mass dispel, please. If you see a 5 bursting, mass dispel it, please. But all people should have a little weak aura that shows the bursting. You should see it. As a DPS, healer, tank, you should be able to see how much bursting there is. It very much concerns your life how much bursting is going out. So I had to open the jar. It's always nervous in a gauntlet to open the jar because you can't get all the aggro you want. That Gargan is just free hitting right now. Trying to get all this stuff, and I don't have Gore Fiends yet. I used it to round up on the first pull, which I probably shouldn't have. I should have used it here. So we've got some free casting going on, but that's fine. We still have enough time on the urn that it's just going to refresh our stacks. Now, again, urn usage. Get those stacks refreshed as much as you can. It's crucial here. If you still got time on it, use it. The gargoyles or the gargants will refresh it too. So that's completely fine. If you're not wasting time right now. Okay, it's completely refreshed. You have over a minute left. Run. So blow these up quick. You got good stuff going on. Somebody has to commit a cooldown, which I think yeah. Jeez, look at that damage. I haven't really looked at my damage. I do pretty high spike damage there. That's nice. So, that's also with the urn, right? So, phase him quick, because look at the urn. We still got 38 seconds of it, and this is what we're going to do for efficiency. He does it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to grab some threat here, and we're going to double pull and use the shield. Get some threat. I probably hung around a little too long. Okay, go run, Grixon, run. Jesse. That's my name, by the way. You know that. All right, double pull. Yeah, I could have done this better. I can do this better next time. But do that. People using the urn, they're using cooldowns. Nice. Look at that. That's another time saver. That's what you want. Another time saver. And you're using your urn effectively. Damage is looking good. Healing is looking good. Look at that healing, boys. That's fun stuff. Okay, so let's get in there. Look at Archie's heals. Look at his mana. What a champ, man. Shamans are great. And then we get right into it. I can't use my potion yet, unfortunately. So, that's how you play Blood DK and still do the urns and still 2 key a 21 tyrannical. You gotta be playing this dungeon around those urns. I wish the Shadow Priest would disperse more. If you see on my bars, I'm tracking his dispersion as a defensive cooldown, which he isn't doing. When he gets this strike, this wicked rush. Yeah, the piercing blur or whatever. Oh no, the wicked rush. Right? Or is it piercing blur? I don't know. I thought it was wicked rush. Gloom Squall about to go out. That health stone just healed me for 50k. Jeez. That's the power of Vamp Blood. Increased healing from all sources while it's up. So I have a macro that just, whenever I Vamp Blood, it Vamp Bloods and then it tries to use a health stone. So if you're the lock in your group, I never manage the health stones. I just, when I Vamp Blood, it uses it. Ooh, Jesse. Don't die to dumb stuff. Refresh bone stacks, yep. Wicked Rush, he should disperse. Oh, he doesn't have it. Mm, 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 mm. 32 seconds left. I'm getting a little worried. I want to make sure we 2-key it. Damage is looking good though. I'm just like, come on, please, 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 please. 19 seconds left, and it's done. 16 seconds to spare. Almost at 2,500. That's nice. And we gave that dude a 23 key from that. So, double time. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. I'll give you a little breakdown on my damage and healing in a second. But yeah. Great key. It's good to have you guys back. I'm sorry I've been busy. There's been a lot going on in my personal life, so I haven't been able to be here to do the keys, like to record the content or to do voiceovers. So it's been busy for me. I should be able to do more though. There should be more. Last week I did some frost keys, but I made a lot of mistakes, so I'm not gonna post my frost keys because I'm like, ooh, I did like 9k on a dungeon, but it's just like, nah, I'm too embarrassed. It's bad. So again, appreciate you guys being here. If you're here throughout the whole video, please consider liking the video if you like it. Help a small channel grow. And if you want to see more content, please subscribe to it. It does help me out quite a bit, and it lets me know what you guys want to see. So, all right, thanks. I'll see you guys later.